It was the smell that drew Jake in. He had been hiking deep in the woods when the scent of roasting meat filled the air. Smoky, rich, and wrong. It was getting dark, and he had been walking for hours, so the idea of finding a cabin with food and shelter was too tempting. Then he saw it. An old sagging house in a small clearing, its wood blackened with age. Smoke curled from the chimney, and a soft rhythmic chopping sound echoed from inside. He knocked. The door swung open on its own. The inside was dim, lit only by a flickering fire in the hearth. Meat sizzled on a spit, juices dripping onto the flames. The smell was thick in the air, too thick, like raw blood and burnt flesh. Jake stepped inside. The chopping sound continued from the kitchen. He hesitated but called out, "Hello?" No answer. Slowly he moved forward, peeking into the kitchen. A man stood at the counter, his back turned, hacking at something with a cleaver. The blade came down with sickening, wet thuds. "Smells good, huh?" The man rasped without turning around. Jake swallowed. "Yeah, what is it?" The man laughed, a dry, choking sound. "Family recipe." Jake stepped closer. His eyes adjusted to the dim light, and that's when he saw it. The meat on the counter wasn't pork or beef. It was human. A severed arm lay beside the cutting board, the fingers still twitching. Ribs, human ribs, were stacked neatly in a pile. A head missing its scalp sat upright in a bowl, its mouth stretched open in a frozen scream. Jake's stomach lurched. He stumbled backward, his foot hitting something soft. He looked down. A pile of clothes, shoes, a backpack. His breath hitched. He recognized them. They belonged to a missing hiker from the news. Jake turned to run, but the man was already facing him. His face was a mask of stretched, stitched-together flesh. "Leaving so soon?" he crooned, raising the cleaver. Behind him, the spit over the fire slowly turned itself, and on it, a human torso, arms and legs already severed, roasted to a deep, glistening brown. Jake screamed. The door slammed shut.